Okay, we are finally on the test drive. It took longer than I thought it would to get to this point. So we're gonna go cruise down the interstate. We're gonna see if we have that vibration, and then I think I just ran over a Caterpillar. I don't know why I saw it, but last second I just saw a little thing caterpillaring across. I don't feel any vibration as of yet, but it wasn't until like 60 miles an hour that I started to feel it. So I can kind of feel it a little bit. I can more hear it than feel it though. So something tells me that the problem's still there. Like we didn't fix it. I think that we helped some aspect of it. Like I definitely think that the guibo being bad was something that was kind of like fucked up, but at the same time, you know, it didn't fix the entire problem. Well, that's kind of annoying. I guess all we can do is just to see how user-friendly it is on the interstate. Because we do need to make an interstate trip today, so we can decide on what vehicle to take based on this. So I can still feel it at 60. We'll see where it goes away at. I think it was like 80 miles an hour previously where it kind of diminished, but we'll see how it feels at full speed. So although the guibo was not it seems to not have been the actual problem, I do think that the ride has improved because of replacing that. You know, the vibration, although still there, I don't feel it as bad. So it makes me think that the bearing is probably bad as well, which is odd because I didn't really feel any play in it whenever I was down there. But I guess it would make sense that some play would develop getting smacked around, you know, in the housing of that center support bushing. My hope is that at like 80 to 85 the car feels good, and because that's about interstate speed. If that's the case, I'll be happy because then I can drive this thing. Just gets good mileage. It's easier to steer. Where the truck has a little bit of slop in its steering, there's a lot of white cars. Every car in front of me is white, and including mine. No, there's a gray one up there. That's funny. We're a pack.
And my wolf pack, it grew.
So we'll hit the interstate. We will get off at our favorite spot and see how it slides. Make sure that at least in drift it doesn't get bind up. And then from there we'll go on our journey. But you won't come along for that because it's not car related. All right, so the vibration is in full force. Motherfucker. Okay, so it cleans up at 80 though. Still feels good at 100. So 80 to 100, as long as we can do that, I feel pretty happy with driving it on the interstate. The vibration that I feel right now is no different than the vibration that I've always felt in the wheel and stuff. Like, I don't know, I've checked everything in the front end. I have no idea why it does this. It doesn't affect the steering. It'll steer straight, no problem. But the wheel just shakes. I truly don't know why. So 75-ish, I can I can almost hear it in my voice a little bit. I can kind of feel the vibration. Something that'll maybe come from this road trip in the car is the vibration will get worse, which means I can find it easier and fix it easier. But I definitely, like when I'm talking, I can hear it in the back of my voice. I don't know if it's coming across in the video, but I can hear it. The cars in the way here are not really helping. Okay, that didn't go as good as I wanted it to, but it wasn't bad. I would consider it a success. I was trying, oh goodness. Ooh. I was trying to walk it back and forth and then come back to neutral. Obviously that did not happen. I probably scared the shit out of the dude in that nice car in front of me though. I knew I was not gonna hit him. I at least had enough, awareness about me for that. It was fun though, that was good. Oh yeah, that was good. All right, I'd call that a success. I can hear that thing. It is unhappy. Well, this is the worst speed. Well, the road trip is only an hour, so it's not the end of the world. There we go, that's a little better. I think if I can cruise at like 80, we'll be okay. So what those few little drifts taught me back there is the car feels very, very floaty, and I know it's partially because we still have new wheels, or new tires rather. But I also feel that my suspension is clapped, man. I feel like it has so much body roll. I feel like the body roll is what I'm really kind of fighting, because when I go to pitch the car a little bit, there is this extra movement that like a lag time. So I feel like coilovers is something that would really help this car out. Don't you dare do it. I ain't seen a blinker or nothing. But we're definitely going to replace the bearing on the drive shaft. I don't know if that is the problem. I don't know if the diff is getting fucked up. I don't know what the issue is, but like, look at the wheel. I mean, it's pretty substantial, and I can just feel that this low hum in the car. It's shaking stuff in my dash. Well, this 75 miles a fucking hour seems to be the worst, and that's about the damn pace we've been going. I think the thing that like would help most right now would probably be coilovers, just because of the consistency that would offer the chassis, like in what I feel. And then on top of that, it wouldn't waste so much energy as we were kind of swinging back and forth or doing stuff. I think it would kind of tighten. I don't want to tighten the car up enough to where it's like uncomfortable to drive, but I want to tighten it up enough where it is it's more user friendly to pitch back and forth, where you don't feel so much body roll. So I guess we'll really start looking into coilovers here before too long. It shouldn't explode, you know, the bearing shouldn't, but driving it while it's doing its thing should at least show us more of where the problem is. So I'm hoping that bearing gets a little bit more wobbly. Obviously it sucks for us because, oh my god, that was a hawk. I about fucking domed him. Obviously it sucks to drive with, you know, but it does allow for an easier diagnosis. So we'll probably end up messing with that when we get home, either today or tomorrow or something. I hope. Might have to wait till next week. I've got a truck to detail and ceramic coat in my shop right now. So I gotta get that done first. There's never enough time in the day. I don't know if y'all are of the same opinion, but there is just never enough time to do everything that you want to do. You know, you make time for what's important to you, but then even stuff that's important to you feels like there's not enough time put towards it. It's a slippery slope. You really can't win. So I think we've got a nice next plan of action to you know, to pursue to try and kind of correct this vibration. Those drifts, although not perfect, I did feel good about them. I do think that there was some good pieces that we can kind of pull out. Still loving these tires and loving the wheels. I love, after you get the first drift on these tires, they become just a little bit more slippery, and they're consistently that slippery the entire time that you're using them. So the first drift is like a bit aggressive, but then after that, it's super consistent and it feels really good, and it doesn't take like a crazy amount of effort to get them to break loose, which is really, really nice. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at coilovers pretty hard, I think. Where are you going, Honda? There ain't no room for nobody up here. Alright y'all, thanks for coming along for the test drive, and yeah, it's we know what to do next, so we'll start on that here probably when we get back. And yeah, we'll catch you then.